So I decided to create something, take these photos, and while actually getting better, while I got better, I created my own cards too. We take the photos of the flowers and we created the cards. And so some of mine have beautiful butterflies in them that come from my own garden. And then we have the pictures that this woman sent me and donated for this project. My project, like I said before, is called flowersforms.com, and it allows me to raise funds for all the scientists that work at Johns Hopkins at the MS Center and the TN Center. There is a project called Project Restore, where all the scientists are really learning and studying really a way to restoring the myelin in our brains and try to protect our bodies from being attacked really so often, so actively by the disease. So it was really important for me to create this, and it got me to get better. I was really saying to myself, I can't keep on getting sick because I really have to do this, and I want to be part of something. I don't want to just give up and do nothing and be one of, the innocent victim of MS. I also want to be a strong victim, a strong person that is sick with MS. And well, this project has been going pretty well, and I'm very proud of it, and it makes me really go on. And that again started in August, or actually more in September, I would say. I was getting the ideas and the cards in August, but I had to actually get a little bit better physically before being able to do all of this planning and creating the website and all the other work. And so I've been able to raise funds this way by really selling these beautiful floral cards and by getting donations to the MS Center and Johns Hopkins Hospital, and just being able to donate 100% of everything I raise, because it is very important to try to give as much as possible so the research can go on. And well, that was just again August, and then time went by. I continued to take the same medication until this last attack, which happened in July during the 4th of July celebration. And I had 11 months without attacks, so I was already very happy. But something happened once again, and I found myself again with the left side of my body not having a lot of control, losing the complete use of my hand. And as you see now, my hand is moving again. I lost sensation in the hand, but I'm still, of course, I have the hope that it will come back with time. But I am absolutely grateful and very happy, very thankful that my hand is moving just as well as it was before. Well, while my MS is very active and I will need a strong medication, will possibly be Tysabri, I actually am very lucky, because while my lesions are big and they're kind of scaring the doctors, at the same time I bounce very quickly and really well from my attacks. And I've had 3 of them, like I said, pretty intense in the past 2 years, even if I've been taking all sorts of medications, and that really haven't been working on me. But I've been able really to come back to normal. Again, most of my body is back to normal, and I have to be thankful for that, of course. And so my last attack again, left side of my body, the leg once again wasn't moving well, and the right side of my body started also worrying me more and more, because it was the right side of the right leg that wasn't working at that point. And then I lost complete use of my arm again, and the hand was the scary part, because while I write with both hands, I am ambidextrous. At the same time, I wasn't able to write anymore with the left hand, which is my favorite hand to write with. And it took some time, but again, it's only the beginning of, it's only the middle of October, so I would say that I'm pretty lucky, because I'm getting to write again, and pretty well. And I'm very happy, of course, because one of the joy in my life is really to write cards to my friends and my family members, and to people that I meet and that I just really want to thank. I would like to name the doctors at Johns Hopkins, because those are some of the people, the recipients of my cards or my notes, where I like to thank them for what they're doing and for the sacrifices that they are doing for their research. And Their names are Dr. Calabresi, Dr. Greenberg, and Dr. Kerr. There are so many others that are working at the MS Center. I just don't know them as well and as much as I do know these three. And because I do know what they're doing, and I do know how much they're working and how hard they're working, I would like to name them and make sure that people know how amazing these people are. Since I talked about my attack, and I'm sorry if I'm confusing things again, but this is pretty much the way I talk nowadays, I actually was very lucky to go to the spinal cord injury at Kennedy Krieger to get my rehab after this attack. It took a little while before I was able to get there, but I just finished 2 intense weeks of therapy over there, and it was very impressive. It was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I didn't know that I was so strong. I didn't know that I could get this strong, and I didn't know that I could work so hard. And it got me really to decide to work just as hard every day to keep my body strong and to keep myself going. I know MS is, well, it's going to do whatever MS wants to do on my body, but I won't let it put me down 100%, and I will try to keep strong for as long as I can. So it was an impressive, wonderful experience that I will never forget. The therapists, the doctors were amazing once again over there too, and I was able to work really hard, but to also get so much back. The people were so in touch with who I was. They got to know me in a very short amount of time, and they realized who I was from the very beginning and what things were going to be working for me and which things weren't going to be working for me. And so they were able to help me in wonderful ways. Since I am one of the few, many Europeans, I would say, because I found out that 66% of Europeans don't use medicine, but they actually go natural ways to deal with their problems, with their health problems. Like I said, I never use medication, so taking all of the ones that I've been taking for the past 2 years has been quite hard for me, but I have to be very thankful they do exist, even if, again, they didn't really work for me at all. Or actually they worked, but I guess I would say not as well as they should have worked, or the doctors want them to work. So this, I try, while I do take the medications, while I do try to exercise and keep strong as much as I can, and to try to keep a positive outlook of things, I really do use a lot of natural ways to help myself, not only with yoga. Once a week, the MS Society in my area offers yoga classes, which are absolutely wonderful, and I go in with so many problems and I come out as a new person every week, and it's amazing. I also do Tai Chi, which I've learned at Kennedy Krieger, and which is absolutely amazing, just like yoga. And there are a lot of other things like acupuncture that absolutely helps with many of the symptoms of MS and that I've tried. And, you know, everybody's different, and every belief is different, so everybody will go with and choose different things and decide on their own what's good for them and what's not good for them. I've done a lot of research, and I also, you know, went back into my background, and I took a lot of things, and I decided in nutrition and exercise and drinking a lot of water and being able to really do many natural things like the yoga and the Tai Chi and acupuncture that really will, you know, be a part of my MS life. And whatever helps is really important. Take it, you know, if it's working for you, that's what's really important. And like I said, one of the things that keeps me going is my Flowers for MS project. And I just want this to be something that will always be there for me through the hard times and through the easier times. And I hope that you will be able to see it and be touched by it, and just remember that everybody has a story. This is mine. You can read about it on my website, flowersforms.com. And just I love listening to stories, other people's stories also, because it really makes me understand that everyone is different, but we all have the same dream, and we all want to help each other go through this, because we only have one life, and we want to make sure that it's going to be the best life that we can have. So thank you so much for listening to me, and thank you so much for allowing me to share my story with you, and to allow you to get to know Johns Hopkins and the scientists' work. And thank you so very much, and I hope you're all going to be okay, and I wish you all good luck.